Hello and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Alfonso Peluso, and I'm a Studio Associate Professor in the College of Architecture at IIT, the home of the legendary Mies van der Rohe, and I'm adjunct faculty at Columbia College Chicago in the Interior Architecture program. Shout out to all my students. I hope you're doing well. Today is the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. It is a sunny 90-degree day here in Chicago. I hope the weather's great where you're at. Today we are going to look at Photoshop AI. Yes, Photoshop Artificial Intelligence. I am super pumped about this one. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I'm just super pumped about AI in general. So what we're going to make today, you see this original image in the foreground here. We're going to make some additional changes to it. We're going to change the carbon fiber sculpture. We're going to add a reflective pool in the foreground, and we're going to extend the boundaries of the image, all using Photoshop's AI techniques. And we are going to take an image like we normally do, where we try to remove the background and have just the figures. So we're going to have this great image of these break dancers here, and it's going to show up with a white background. All right, well, before we jump into it, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click on the bell to receive all the notifications. See what I'm up to. I just started making these videos about AI. You can look at getting started with Midjourney, and by the time you look at this, there'll probably be many more. Also, I made a series of real-time rendering engine videos. Looked at Enscape, Twinmotion, and Lumion. All right. Also, connect with me at Instagram at my first name Alfonso _ my last name Peluso. See what images I'm making. See what I'm up to with my students. We just finished a summer class of design visualization where students rendered their studio models in real-time rendering engines, and we had a blast doing that. All right, let's jump into Photoshop. So we'll start with this image here, and what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go to the Object Selection tool, and we're going to click on that. And sometimes it takes a little while for it to recognize the objects in your image. And here you see it is just magically outlining these break dancers, which is so cool. So I'm going to select one, press the Shift key, select another, keep pressing the Shift key as I'm selecting. All right, it looks pretty good. In one area here, it's missing the break dancer's pants, and we can easily fix that with a polygonal lasso tool or a lasso tool, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I'm going to hold the Shift key down and just make sure that that pant leg is in the image. All right. So I'm just going to make a layer. In this case, I'm going to use the shortcut Shift-Control-N, make that layer. And I'm going to fill it with white. So I'm going to go to Main Menu, Edit Fill. And I'm going to choose white as the contents. Okay, so that makes the silhouette of the break dancers. So if I undo that and I want to do the opposite, make the background white, I need to use Shift-Control-I, and that makes an inverse of the selection. And now I can go to Edit Fill, fill it with white, and there you have it. So that's pretty easy to do inside Photoshop AI. So what I didn't mention is this is Photoshop's beta version. It might be already in the image by the time you watch the video, but right now I'm using Photoshop Beta. All right, let's jump into the other image. So we're going to make something similar to that. So I'm going to go ahead and open that image up. All right, so the first thing we're going to start with is the carbon fiber sculpture in the foreground. So I'm going to use that same object selection tool. And I'm going to wait for Photoshop to start to recognize the images, or the objects, I should say, the objects in the image. Okay, and it's done that now. You can see as I go around, it's finding all the people in the foreground, and it's finding that carbon fiber sculpture. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to have it replace it with AI. So I'm going to go ahead and type in carbon fiber sculpture. Get that spelled correctly. Takes a little while. It makes a new layer on the lower right here for that carbon fiber sculpture. And it's also going to give me 3 different versions on the right here. So I have this version, and this version. Oh, that one's pretty cool. I'm going to go with that one. All right, awesome. So now I'm going to make a little reflective pool in the foreground. So I'm going to use my lasso tool, and I'm just going to go around where I want that pool to be. Let's add a little more to it with the shift key. Okay, and I'm going to type in blue reflective pool. And you see it's making another layer, generative layer 2. It's got to think about it a little bit. All right, so it's giving me some options. One is a triangle. That's pretty cool. I didn't think it would do that. Just based on my selection, it's giving me those. So I'm going to go with the first one. That looks pretty cool in the space. And now I'm going to make the whole image canvas size bigger. So main menu, excuse me, main menu image canvas size, and I'm going to make the width of it 2048. Okay, and now we see we have an expanded canvas on the left and on the right. So for this, I'm going to make a selection of those areas, the white areas, the areas that I want to expand the image onto. I'm just using a rectangular selection tool with the shift key. And this time, I'm not going to type in any text for the generative fill. I'm just going to let Photoshop come up with it. So I'll just click generative fill and just click generate. It's not too slow. It takes a few seconds. But it is thinking about how it can populate this image. It's a pretty complex image, I might say. A lot of the tutorials that I've seen doing this are not as complex. And look at that, that's really great. It extended the carbon fiber sculpture. It added people. Let's see what options I have. Tough to choose between them. I like this last one, I think. Let's see. The first and the last one are pretty hard to decide. All right, there you have it, Photoshop AI. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know down below why you liked it. And check out some of my other AI videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.